Hey everybody, I'm Mr. Morning, WNBC, WNBC. I'm Mr. Morning, WNBC, WNBC. How's it going, everybody? It's Midnight Edge After Dark. How's it going? It's March 1st. That's right. Spring is upon us eventually.
Well, you're in the future. It's not March 1st yet here.
Yes, I'm doing the show from the future. From Shabby Road Studios in the future. With me is Mr. Tom Connors.
Not for another hour yet.
And Mr. Tyler Bioshock Rodriguez.
Heyo.
Hi-oh. So, okay, Mecca is going live right now. She's on a live stream of her own. Maybe she's joining us later. We don't know. Let's turn that off. Yeah, Mecca's doing a live stream recapping Orville. Shit, I forgot to start the timer. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, we're only talking about two things anyway, so.
Screw it. Okay, like I said, Mecca is live on her own live stream right now. We will be talking about the Orville and STD tomorrow. Tom hasn't seen it. I have seen the Orville. I'm going to spoil for you right now. Bobby Ewing is still alive.
Dirk?
Seth MacFarlane shot JR. So
you some bitch.
Mm-hmm. And the baby, it's not really Tala's. So, okay. Like I said, we've only got a couple things to talk about because it's kind of late and yeah, it's late. and Robert Meyer Burnett actually just went live too, so we're gonna be doing some stream hopping probably. All right, the Dark Phoenix trailer dropped today. And I got to say, do you need any more evidence that at this point they're just phoning it in?
No.
That was a rhetorical question, Tyler. It's really not meant to be answered.
Well, in the U.S. is the only place it's just called Dark Phoenix. Everywhere else, it's X-Men Dark Phoenix because the international trailer did drop today too, which, from what I could tell, was the exact same thing outside the title. So.
Oh God, how many? You know, this is my favorite X-Men story of all time. Well, what's going on here, Tom? Wait, what? YouTube? That better not be porn. So.
Oh no, it's worse.
But I was just amazed that they could get so many things wrong in the span of 2 minutes and 25 seconds. I really was. Just stick a fork in this, please. Why are we even bothering at this point? And I don't want to be one of those guys that's overly critical from seeing a trailer, but at the same time, I've read the Dark Phoenix saga several times. You're not doing the Dark Phoenix saga. I don't know what this is. What? Okay, what do you guys think?
I think that Sophie Turner needs more acting lessons outside of Game of Thrones.
Tom?
I think that the report that we did a while back about the plot leak, this trailer just verified most of that.
Oh Christ, it did.
Other than that.
Well, let's bring it up on the screen. Bring it up on the screen. Oh, Lubella with a $2 super chat. Isn't Phoenix set in the 90s? Not feeling that.
No,
yeah, I think it is. No, yeah.
I mean, I don't get the feeling anyway.
Well, okay, yeah. Let's bring up the Dark Phoenix trailer.
Okay.
Well, because we kind of owe it to people to show them what we're talking about. Terrence and Phillip, but it's more impactful if we.
Well, I don't want to get a copyright strike. Fox is a bunch of jerks.
Well, will we get just by putting stills up by not even showing?
Yeah, find a still and then while you're doing that.
Okay.
Cardboard Kenny, no food stamps for you tonight. Thank you so much. We need that. We need to eat. At least it's not for cat food this time.
That was a joke Sam Kinison said about when the Iraqi army started surrendering. There was a guy, was an Iraqi soldier. He had Bermuda shorts on, sandals, a t-shirt that just said, "I just want to eat." Okay. Am I screen sharing that there?
Yes, well, I got to bring you up here.
Speaking of Kinnison, did you hear the one about the 50-foot Cyclops Jesus?
Yeah. The 900. I saw a 900-foot Jesus in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let me bring my mic a little closer.
No, my dad must have gotten a demo version of that because he said the joke was that Jesus went back into Second Coming was like August 6th, 1945, and he gets mutated by the atomic bomb and becomes a 50-foot Cyclops Jesus as he destroys Japan.
Okay. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Now. All right. Okay. Now she's crying. Okay. She's crying. She's upset. Okay. And okay, there we get another shot. Okay. First of all, where did they shoot this? Did they shoot this on some Fox backlot somewhere? Is this one of the recycled Fallout Fallout mock-ups?
Tom, isn't that your neighborhood?
Looks about right. That actually does look like someplace.
Okay, now look at this. Okay, look, this make how cheap is this? Okay,
somebody did a comparison of all her makeups throughout the films, and she looks horribly different in each one. Okay. Now, of course, this trailer doesn't hide the fact that they pretty much, spoilers, kill her right off the bat. And what is up with these horrendous ass costumes that look like they were made by somebody's mother in elementary school?
Yeah. Well, there we go. There's a shot of, like you said, there's Mystique. She's getting knocked off her feet. Okay. And it's just like, okay, you jump ahead. And obviously, okay, the X-Men, they're okay. I didn't know the Blackbird can achieve low Earth orbit.
Well, this is where we talked about this in the synopsis leak from a while back, where they're in space in the beginning and something hits the ship and Jean gets whatever. Yeah,
she gets zapped, or but I mean, yeah, like so far, like I said, so far everything we've talked about has been pretty accurate, And we go with Jessica Chastain and Sophie Turner. She better not be Mastermind. She better not be fucking Mastermind. I got a feeling they gender flipped it.
And I'm still asking, why did you get a famously red-haired actress to play someone who's blonde?
I don't know. But like I said, here we go. Like I said, she's there. There you go. There's the giant Firebird. It's going to take hold. Whatever. But
we've been there, done that, seen this. The same fucking people made the other one. See, it'd be another thing if it'd be like, oh, these are completely different people that made The Last Stand. No, they're not. They're the same fucking people.
But look, even the wheelchair looks cheap. Did they get this from Goodwill?
And here's what's funny is I heard that they stole a bunch of money from Predator.
Oh God, really?
Into this movie, yeah.
I do not see the money.
But one of the things, though, is that they treat her Phoenix power as her mutation. And I know it's been retconned a few times before. And Quicksilver, they had to find a way to shoehorn him into this, okay, even though he was nowhere near that in the comics.
Right, yeah, because they got to say, hey, kids, look, Quicksilver's in this one, too. Remember, that's the only part you liked about the last two.
At least they didn't get Jackman back.
And I actually did like Days of Future Past for what it was. I understand it's way different from what the comic is, but at least that movie was watchable. Apocalypse. Logan was amazing.
It's not old man Logan, but whatever.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's way different than the comic, but that was just because, they managed to pull that off. And same thing with Days of Future Past. I didn't even think Apocalypse was as bad as a lot of people said it was. But
yeah, they're apparently they're being held in some sort of military installation. It looks like they're squashing a couple different X-Men storylines together.
Yeah, like Tim cosplayers have done it better. Yeah,
I feel like I've seen that Cyclops at my house for Halloween last week or last year.
yeah. There's last year. Yeah, I was gonna say last week. Where'd you at? You're way in the past.
They've got the collars to neutralize their. That's geonosis. That was a
From
you know,
last
with
band, yeah.
yeah. But it's. And I understand on they rip the train, and Jean Grey rips the train apart. Okay, all right, okay, that's enough of that. I fuck this. I understand that you can't do everything beat for beat, the same as the comics, and some things aren't going to work. But at the same time, you know what? You can't do this like mid to late '90s shit anymore. It's not. You don't have to run. Simon Kinberg looks like he's still thinking, no, we can't do this. We can't do this. And I want to know what why is the muzzle in front of the guy in the foreground? Oh, that's a good one. I have no idea. And I want to know why guys like Simon Kinberg still feel the need to apologize for the source material when we've seen that the source material still works. It worked. Yeah. It just seems like that he's embarrassed by this. He doesn't want anybody to know he's working on a comic book movie. Same thing with Fan Four Stick. Yeah, don't make sure you don't tell anybody I'm working on this.
Well,
Yeah,
you
you
should be embarrassed for that.
Yeah, I think you're making a good, valid point. Or that's redundant. Sorry. I think you're making a valid point there about Kinberg because it is. It's almost like he is embarrassed that he's making a comic book movie. You're right. And I don't know. How hard are they going to try to sync this up with the original X-Men too?
Leroy Jenkins, is New Mutant still coming out? We don't know. They pushed it back a couple times. We don't know.
Because doesn't the first original X-Men take place in like 2010 or something like that? Or
Yes.
2000?
Well, they say several years in the future.
I think somebody said something like it's either 10 or 7. That's why I keep thinking 2010 or 2007. But
The timeline is so fucked, I wouldn't even bother.
yeah, because the last few movies have fucked with the timeline so bad it doesn't matter. You're right about that. I mean,
okay, now I'm sorry, Tom. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, is anybody really going to go see this? But go ahead.
Well, okay, but now for everybody who doesn't know, if you're listening to this, you probably already do know. The original X-Men is actually the X-Men comic, the Dark Phoenix saga. There's this Phoenix saga which happened from issue 99 or so, issue 100. No, I can't remember. I can't remember the exact numbers off my head, but it ran Phoenix actually. The Phoenix saga ran actually a good 30 or 40 issues, good 35 issues or so. So we're talking almost 3 years that Phoenix was in the X-Men. Okay,
Well,
obviously you can't
take like a whole season on the cartoon to do it or whatever.
Oh yeah. I mean, these were long, drawn out storylines, and there was a whole thing with the M Crown Crystal, and she put the M Crown Crystal into the heart of a star so that it couldn't be touched by anyone because but there was a whole storyline though with Mastermind, and they were using her and the White Queen, Emma Frost, who was played by January Jones in the X-Men First Class, to seize the inner circle of the Hellfire Club. Now, I kind of understand that you can't do a BDSM sex club, and for a family with really a family movie. Well, you can kind of dance around it. January Jones had that outfit
good
on.
Family entertainment. Haven't you seen Star Trek Discovery?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
it's for kids.
But the whole metaphor was that Jean's power was symbolized her latent sexuality, and as she would experiment more with that, it would come to, she would enjoy it more, and eventually she would lose control, and the unbridled power and power without wisdom, the wisdom to control it, and without the experience, and absolute power corrupting absolutely. Those are themes that you can explore, But it doesn't even look like they're doing that, because part of what made the Phoenix story so compelling was that not only did she use her power, she enjoyed it. She enjoyed doing these things, and it was only there's only a couple times where she actually regretted it. Before she actually made the final transition, the first transition to Dark Phoenix, she actually felt terrible about what was going to happen, that she would, because she was changing, she knew she was changing, and overtook her, and she wouldn't be the same. And then at the end, when she realized that she was becoming a monster, during the battle in the blue area of the moon. But there's a lot of stuff, and okay, you can't do the Shi'ar, you can't do the Starjammers, you can't do a lot of that stuff, but you can do what I told you. And I understand that maybe a BDSM, sex cult isn't going to fly, but you don't have to touch on that. You can do that. You can do that in a way where you can still keep it sort of PG-13. But they're not even trying anymore. They really aren't. They're not even trying.
So didn't they set up Emma Frost and then just kill her off in between the movies?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen First Class. Tom, did they kill Emma Frost off during those first movies? I can't
I don't think so.
No, I feel like in Apocalypse, there's like a point where they say, like, these are all the mutants that died under the testimonial or whatever the hell, and I could have sworn her name was in there.
The only bad guy who died in First Class would have been Kevin Bacon.
No, she didn't die in that movie, but she dies like in between the movies.
I don't know if they mentioned.
I swear I saw that. Let me look that up. I swear I'm not making that up.
Plausibility. If so, they didn't mention it in the actual movie.
Cannon fodder. No, you did not miss our Orville review. Tom still hasn't seen it. I have.
I gotta wait until
here.
Hulu.
Yeah, we will be discussing it tomorrow. We will be discussing that tomorrow. All the bad guys are confirmed dead except for Whirlwind.
It was I was right. David Teacher passed. They said that she was killed by the Trask.
Oh, that's right, because almost all the mutants are dead. I totally spaced that out.
Oh, yeah. No, whoa, great idea there. Jeez, these guys don't even know how to run. They're in a separate continuity from the Marvel movies, but they don't even know how to set things up properly, do they?
No.
For God's sake. I mean, it's you always want to leave yourself some wiggle room, and they don't even do that. Hey, maybe we want to bring this character back.
Are you?
That was one thing.
Stop for a second, Rob. You're not bringing this character back. This is it. This is the last.
I'm talking about the White Queen, Emma Frost.
You mean in the movies? Well, fuck. Who cares about that? It's all done and over with now, Rob. This is like
this is it. This is the last gasp.
This is just, you got to do it to finish it. It's like, I mean, I don't know if anybody's going to show up. I mean, a lot of people probably just watch it out of obligation on that part.
Can I just ignore this even is happening? Can I just imagine that Logan is actually the ending of the X-Men series?
They should have. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. That was the perfect ending to all that. It was like, okay, this is it. We know we're done. Come on. Because even that at least could have built off of what you'd done before. This is just more desperation and.
Yeah, Phoenix Saga, Uncanny X-Men 101 to 108, 1976 to 77. The Dark Phoenix Saga is like 128 through 137. The Dark Phoenix Saga. You have a good 10. You have a good 10 issues. You're 129 to 138. Yeah, sorry, but you do have a great stretch though. And she was Phoenix in the X-Men for quite a long time too.
Well, Apocalypse should have told them and taught them that this was it. Leave this shit alone. Logan was a high. Leave it be. They knew it at this point that Disney was getting involved, even probably when they first started this movie. Because let's be fair, a lot of this movie changed because rumor was Kevin Feige told them, no, you can't use this, you can't use that, you can't use that because I want to use it later. So they had to reshoot and change a bunch of shit anyway.
What do I got a feeling that the guy in charge of Fox sent Hyman Kimberg an email? He said, "I want to do this Phoenix Saga again." It was just the song "Let It Be," but he took that as a yeah, let's do it.
I think it was Kinberg. I think he was feeling like he could fix what was wrong with The Last Stand. You know what I mean?
No, he can't.
No, you can't. It's beyond fixing. And it's one of those things. You ever see when Fred Flintstone tries to fix a pipe in the kitchen? The pipe springs a leak. Wilma says, he says, "Oh, I can fix that." Fred says, Fred says, "I can fix that." Wilma says, "Fred, you better call a plumber." No, I can fix it. Give me an ice pick. So he takes an ice pick, he sticks it in the leak, then he springs another leak. Then he says, "Okay, give me a knife. Just sticks a knife in there. Give me another leak. Give me a fork." He's got knives, forks, screwdrivers, every conceivable like kitchen utensil and tool sticking out of the pipe. There you go. I fixed it. "Fred, that's not going to hold. We better call a plumber." "No, it's going to hold. Don't worry about it. I fixed it." And then the pipe bursts and it makes a bigger mess. And they end up calling the plumber. It ends up costing 3 times as much. That's what this is like.
Right.
No matter you keep trying to fix it. It's like me trying to fix my furnace a couple weeks ago. Every time I try to fix one thing, another thing would break. and eventually, I just had to replace the whole pipe.
John Q. Public says they want to try and recoup some of the cash. They don't have to. That's the fucking stupid part. It's paid for. Mm-hmm. This is just Disney is going to make the money off this, basically.
Joker said, I don't think Emma Frost is ever a side character at best.
Cardboard Kenny, $2 super chat. Night, poor people. Thank you very much. And I did learn how to adjust the outgoing sounds on my computer sound, so hopefully it's not overwhelming you. Yeah, let me know.
We appreciate that because we are demonetized right now, probably because of Hellboy. But anyway,
Hellboy. We like Hellboy.
Hellboy in the title, so then all of a sudden we get demonetized.
We're going to Hellboy.
Just say Heck Boy. Change it to Heck Boy.
Double hockey stick boy.
Yes. That guy from the certain place that you don't speak of, that you go when you're bad boy. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I want to keep talking about this, but this just give it up. I'm not even. I thought I didn't care about Captain Marvel. I really don't care about this.
Oh god, this made all the trailers for Captain Marvel look so much more exciting.
Look at that. You are making Captain Marvel look better.
Well, I mean, I'm still for Captain Marvel, but yeah, let's talk, as John Q. Public said, Hades boy. So just before we went live here, the new Hellboy trailer dropped from Lionsgate. And it's no surprise to anybody that we have not been very interested in this reboot, remake, rehash, what have you, whatever you want to call it.
Refucking.
Cardboard Kenny Hellfire, do you say, with a $6.66 super chat? Have a Hail Satan like Becca does, sorry.
Yes, thank you, Cardboard Kenny. Yeah. She has. This is the only thing. This is the only thing I can do for you, Cardboard Kenny.
Run away! Run away! Run away!
So okay, that's the only thing I can really do. So, all right, Hellboy trailer. I don't care. Don't care. Lame ass version covers Smoke on the Water. Don't care. Mecha is coming. Phrasing. So, where's an archer? Do I have an archer sound anywhere?
I'm sure.
Hey, phrasing. Okay. I don't care. Hellboy was never a series or a comic I was that interested in.
I like the first two movies.
I don't know.
Can't wait for Hellboy 3, ribbed for her pleasure.
Oh, jeez. Well, this is pretty much Hellboy 3. I mean, really, what was the point of rebooting this? I mean, seriously. I don't know. I mean, Ron Perlman has wanted to do a third one for how long? I understand Guillermo del Toro is one of those that, he starts about a dozen projects and never finishes. And they've all said that he wanted way too much to do Hellboy 3. Then that's where you find somebody else to do it. I love Guillermo del Toro, but Find somebody who can do it on the cheap that was willing to work with Ron Perlman, and Ron Perlman was willing to work with. Hell, you even could have done it rated R. Nobody would have cared. Everyone would. It would have been a win-win for everyone. In this situation, the makeup looks shitty. It looks like a bunch of retread shit we've seen already, even though it's based on a different story. But like I think I pointed out to Tyler, I'm like, didn't they have the whole flaming sword and flaming crown thing in the Golden Army too? And he's
They
like,
absolutely did.
Flaming sword.
Hey, phrasing!
I may be a little bit on the silly side, but I'm not flaming, so don't say that. I still cut pretty good.
Okay.
I just cut both ways. That's all.
Ooh, oh my. Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah. It's not really it's like I said, it's not something in my wheelhouse, Hellboy. So
I'll say Del Toro is like the Brian Fuller of film. He always promises a lot, but then always seems to just stop and just go away.
overpromise, under deliver.
He does. He does tend to start a lot of projects and never finishes them. That's true. I mean, I love the guy, but you know, it's just one of those.
I'm still waiting on his Haunted Mansion movie. Come on, Guillermo.
Yeah, that's just it.
What else we got in the news?
I don't know. I mean, this was it. I mean, we just happened to get this drop, and it looks like Mecca's going to be popping in here soon. So,
Mecca.
I hope you like Mila Jovovich. I've never have personally.
Mila. Oh, I like Mila Jovovich.
she's all right
As an actress.
I could never stand the Resident Evil movies, though. I didn't.
Oh, they're all shit.
I mean, I know
Yeah,
Andre and a few other people. You know,
Well-
they got a following. I don't get me wrong. I just never got into them.
I'm perplexed as to why they have a following.
I did.
Yeah.
I did like her in Fifth Element, and she's got
Yeah.
no reservations. She's got no reservations about getting naked.
Yeah, that's Paul W.S. Anderson literally showing off for like 7 movies. Look at my wife. Look at my wife.
Cardboard Kenny, $2. Cat food for Mecca. Zabu would be happy.
I heard my name when I showed up. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you guys were going live.
It's okay.
We didn't know we were going live either.
We were waiting for you, and then you just kept talking and talking and talking like women do.
That's fine. That's fine.
Like totally, we're talking about Discovery.
She brought some people with her. That's all that counts.
No, I didn't even see like the message because like I went straight from watching the Discovery, not the Discovery, the Orville. Which show was I watching? The Orville to doing the stream. So yeah.
Whoa. SciTech Media. Coming in like a boss. He gets 2 cha-chings for that, Tom. Come on. Just got in. So Dark Phoenix gets to kill Professor X again. Also, Mecha Rana brought me in here. Well, we're glad you could join us.
Thank you for coming back with me.
Oh, that didn't sound very good.
And there was much rejoicing.
There we go. That's better. Okay.
Hey, and Shaq gave us a drink. Thank you.
Yes. So we were talking about the Dark Phoenix trailer. We were talking about the Hellboy trailer. And there was one other thing. We think we figured out why Fandango is towing the line for Captain Marvel and for Disney. Besides all their interests kind of align, you know, Fandango wants to sell movie tickets, and they are, you know, they kind of the old saying, a rising tide lifts all boats. But Disney's looking into buying Warner Brothers' 10% share of Hulu, who owns Rotten Tomatoes and Fandango. Warner Brothers Interactive. Oh well,
Of course they
that
do.
convenient?
I
Yes.
guess you can only buy pre-sale tickets for Captain Marvel through Fandango, I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you can only, and I was watching Matt's channel, and you can only buy them. That's really the only movie you can buy them for on those days. They I don't want to say they blacked out all the other movies, but it's looking more and more like this is. I don't like I said it's. I don't want to say it's a conspiracy, but it's looking kind of suspicious. So, and like I said, all their interests kind of align. But we know, and the guy Yanover, Paul Yanover, he used to work for Disney, so
Sorry, what was your name again?
Rodney.
Thank you,
yes,
asshole.
that's
Sorry,
right.
what was your name again?
So thank you, asshole, Paul Yanover. That didn't work too well. Okay, I just found the Archer sound. So, but anyway, like I said, it's looking. It's not this. I don't think it's an Illuminati, but too many things are happening at once to ignore. What do you guys think?
It's suspicious, and it doesn't make them look any less guilty. Every time they do something, it makes them look guilty.
I need a little bit more, Random. Come on, I went on for 5 minutes there.
No, they do. They keep doing this shit, and people aren't stupid. People are gonna be like, "Well, what the hell is your problem? Why are you trying to push Captain Marvel? What the hell's so great about this movie?" And it's so off-putting because right now, people are already like people who don't even know what's going on with Captain Marvel are gonna be like, "Wait a minute, where's the Rotten Tomatoes stuff? Why did what just now?" And they'll like kind of do a quick search, and they'll see a whole bunch of videos on YouTube where they have people saying, yes, we shut down, they censored our voices. They said we can't tell you if we want to see a movie or not. And it's suspicious as crap, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. And the whole, there's been so many videos, like Ethan Van Sciver's done a lot of great videos on this. And just everybody in the community where they have like the head of Rotten Tomatoes was owned by Fandango. And or at least what was it? Rotten Tomatoes is owned by Fandango, rather, and the head of this organization is one of these sort of SJW-y feminist-looking people. So of course you can't talk bad about Captain Marvel. Of course it's going to look like you have an agenda when you have all of these things, like just a couple of days after all the articles of review bombing and trolling, and then they shut down the site. But what they don't realize is that we have like all these YouTube channels talking about it, these other people making alternate articles. You have all these new news sites popping up to writing articles about this to kind of counter their little agenda stuff.
Yeah. And freaking The Guardian saying, "Oh, Rotten Tomatoes has saved Captain Marvel."
Oh yeah, I seen about a dozen of those today. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Look, I've been one who's been in the middle. I have not been, really critical of the whole situation. Along with like Andre's reporting on it, I've been just kind of like in the middle. I've thrown my shots in here and there, but I've also said, the movie's probably fine. It's probably just a bunch of hyperbole, hyperbole. Sorry, it's a joke here. We do that all the time to Andre too. But anyway,
Hyperbole.
Because I missed it out on the other day.
That's the new college bowl game. The Hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
I want my East and West Bowl.
But yeah, for $5 from Deranged Lunatic. Ask Mecca what happens when you call it a transformer instead of a transporter.
Oh God.
So you have issues with words too?
No, I was there was an article where somebody was this is like the worst Star Trek article I've ever read in my life, the most horrendous SJW racist sexist piece of shit I've ever heard. And this woman calls the transporter a transformer.
Oh.
And I almost had an aneurysm because of it.
I wonder if it was just like
it might have been a typo, but
they like autocorrect.
It might have.
Transformer.
It might have been autocorrect, but yeah, she should have proofread her article.
Yes, Casey Mobley, Andre looks like a sexy Viking in real life. Yes. That cartoon version of him we did, pretty close, pretty accurate.
Yeah, his face matches the voice.
Yeah. Rob dreams about it.
Where can I find the article? I made a video on that article. Let me find it. I'm reading the chat here.
I will
Yeah,
say this, a
I do.
controversial opinion, but I don't care a whole lot that like the pre-review or whatever you want to call it for Rotten Tomatoes got released, because that was always a useless barometer to actually see what the hype was, because almost every movie is like 98%, 97%. Optics look bad because you removed it so damn close to the movie, but I never thought it was that important.
Mm.
Well, what's going
Anyhow.
to really suck for them is if the movie comes out and it only makes like $60 to $80 million.
Yep.
What? Yeah, we can't go. It's like we can't go a show without talking about Captain Marvel.
Well, it's in the
But
news
this-
right now. It's just like Star Trek Discovery. It's what's
Yeah.
happening. Can't avoid it. And we'll talk about it up until it comes out. And then week after it comes out, unless it totally tanks or makes $1 billion, then we won't talk about it again forever.
Yeah, our trifecta. It's the Beatles, STD, and Captain Marvel.
Well, that's not true. I'm sure it'll come up during Endgame, but still.
It'll come up.
Phrasing.
So
Yeah.
okay. So but it's it's a weird thing though. I mean, like I said, so many things. This movie should not be generating this kind of buzz for the wrong reasons. And it, no matter what they do, it's just like they keep making things worse for themselves.
Whoa, ching 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 again.
Well, what happened?
SciTech gave us another $20.
Oh my God, SciTech. Where's the cha-ching? Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I gave him,
SciTech.
but I guess I'd had my cell thing on mute. Sorry.
If any of you guys met Brie Larson at a bar, would you hook up with her later or pass or just walk away? I might try friends with benefits with her, but do it with earplugs. I've often said that during sex, Brie Larson screams out her own name.
Oh,
Well,
you
you
know
can't
it.
even smile, or you can't even ask her for her number or look at her or anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid.
She's
If
not
you
my
can
type.
well, I was gonna say, if you can actually get anywhere past first base with that woman, I applaud you, obviously, because yeah, she's
Yeah.
a
I did. Yeah, she's a tough nut. She's a tough nut to crack, you know.
Phrasing.
So
yeah. Pick my sayings. I don't care. I don't care, Rob. Just do it. No.
No,
Well,
she looks like she would be horrible. She looks like she would be just a. If it wasn't for her personality, her looks aren't anything that eye turning. You know, I keep seeing pictures of
You
her.
wouldn't
And I'm
enjoy
like,
her in bed.
I would be afraid I'd break her. She's so bony and scrawny. It's an honest answer.
I did run into Brie Larson in the bar. But, yeah, I asked her for her phone number. You know, and I was actually surprised at the response I got.
All ashore from the SS date rape. Toot toot.
So that's yeah. So yes, I did find Archer sounds. So
That's nasty.
but but Brie Larson looks so cold and standoffish.
To answer that question, I guess I would talk to her and see if I even actually all agree with her, find her interesting, which probably not.
Brie Larson is the reason why the ball gag was invented as a sexual aid. Because she would just be, because after a while you just be like, honey, shut up. Just shut up. Finally, you're looking around and she's trying to lecture you. Don't you know that most women don't you know that most women are sexually assaulted? To live as a woman is to be constantly under threat. And you're just looking around for something and you grab a sock and you stuff it in her mouth. You're like, just shut up, please.
And now we know why Rob's single.
Mhm.
But anyway,
Hey, I wouldn't want to date her either.
well, if it makes everybody feel any better, they had 4 different cats playing Goose in the movie, and Bree's allergic to cats.
Oh, she is.
Good. Good.
But yeah, it's a, like I said, she's just, actually somebody from somebody on Facebook did put a Twitter post up on and said that they live in Germany and they got to see Captain Marvel, and they said the weak link in it is Brie Larson, and they said what was she lacking, and in one word they said charisma.
Mm-hmm.
So
See, Joan has an interesting point. The quiet ones are the kinkiest of all.
no, not her.
No.
Not her.
Well, I can vouch because
Not
my
her.
aunt is like really prim and proper, at least when you look at her. But if you talk to her, holy shit, she is the freakiest person.
No,
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
no, not
ask, how would you know about how your aunt is in bed?
Well,
fine.
she kind of tells me all the time, and then once even flat out said, "Oh, how do you feel about nipple clamps?" I'm like, what?
So,
Phrasing.
Should we?
So-
Should we? Are you okay? Do we need to call anybody?
No,
but oh, you know what? Like it's usually it's okay. I had a friend years ago. She lived in Vermont. We would talk, and she was one of those that she had a very high sex drive, and I'm finding it's the smarter women, actually very smart, smart, intelligent women are the ones that are the freakiest because they read. They read all the most outlandish shit you can imagine. John, keep up. Yeah, you don't know awkward. You think this is awkward? I'll tell you. What's awkward.
Phrasing. Boom.
There you go. No.
Well, see, smart women are smart enough to know like where different points are on a body that might be
all the different erogenous,
Yes.
erogenous zones.
that's my
Yes.
aunt again. She's really smart and like reads like 20 books a year.
There you go. Like I said, intelligent women, very academic women, are usually the ones with the higher sex drives. And Brie Larson was homeschooled. What does that say?
This puppy has made over $23 million without even graduating college. And by this
There you
puppy,
go.
I mean me. Because
Nicholas Maslenkoff. Wow, Bob Martin from RoboCop was right. Smart is sexy. Yeah, well, not around the women that I know. I knew this girl. I went out with this girl. She loved dumb guys because. What are we playing? The theme from Shaft? What's going on?
You guys sounded like you needed some porn music there.
Well, I'll just top it off with I think my aunt might be bisexual. too,
Does
so that just makes it
internet
worse.
porn know you're cheating on it?
So, but yeah,
The sad thing is,
like
she's
I
probably
said,
amused by all this more than anything else.
I knew, like I said, I knew this girl. I knew we went out a few times, and
What's your
she.
aunt's number?
Rob, stop it.
Rob was
What-
looking for a date.
But anyway, they're trying to save you with the music. Okay, like I said, I knew this girl. Like I said, she was very attractive, but she liked dumb guys. A lot of women like dumb guys because it makes them feel smarter. Okay. And I got a feeling Brie Larson is the same way. She likes dumb. Look at her boyfriends, the Johnny Depp wannabes or whatever, you know. And it's
Buy that for $1.
Yep.
But like I said, the whole question of like what would we do in a bar? What I don't know what it would take to get to strike up a conversation with someone like her, or there's a joke that Chelsea Handler calls. She was on said she was on a date with some guy and she was having a couple of drinks, and the guy said to her, "You don't need to drink to make yourself more interesting," and she said, "No, I'm drinking to make you more interesting." That's where you are with her.
You know how you win? You tell her I'm reading Feminist Theories by Gloria Steinem. That'll get her wet.
God. Oh, for God's sake! But there is a faction of feminism that says all heterosexual sex is akin to assault. I'm not making that up.
Oh,
I have
fuck
heard
that.
It was at the Valerie Solanas way of looking at it.
I think so.
Well, she's a bit too extreme even for feminists.
Does Brie Larson drink? Let me see. Does she drink? 5 things you did. Oh, hey, there's 5 things you didn't know about Brie Larson from Vogue. Let's go over these.
Oh no.
These can we get like some background music?
Oh no.
Escalated quickly.
Oh God. Should I share this with the group here?
Yes.
Screen share this. Okay, from Vogue. Okay. This is like I said, boy, do we know how to stretch or what?
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. There you go. She's like said, she's looking at you like you owe her back alimony. See that? That's not exactly a come hither look there. She
Rob,
doesn't. And
we
this
don't
this
see what you're talking about. You didn't do it right.
no. No, this better not be porn.
It's better, all
Oh,
better
yeah.
in imagination.
All we see is your butt.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay,
There.
all right, there you go. That's better. Sorry. Like I said, it looks like she's expecting you to pay back alimony or child support or something.
Okay,
Yeah,
Casey
and
Mobley, you got me. Sorry.
And look at this dress. I mean, look at what is she? She auditioned as an extra for this. She's understudying in The Sound of Music. What's going on there? Even before blah 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 blah. Okay, don't care. Before she was Brie Larson, she was Brienne Sidoni Desalegnes. Oh, ooh la la. She has some unusual hobbies. When she's not working on a film, she likes to keep herself busy with non-film related things. So by studying mycology, to study, oh, for God's sake, study of mushrooms. She wanted to be on Star Trek Discovery.
It gets better.
Oh no, Timon's lips says she looks like Yoko Ono.
What? Oh, well, hold on. I'm getting to that. She may see the strange passion of another hobby. Guardian made 3 or 4 different fonts. Short term 12. Oh, for God's sake! Predicted beings. Oh, for God! One of her best friends in the room. She appeared in a famous 2000 rom-com. Probably missed her 13 going on 30, starring Jennifer Garner.
She was in
6
that?
chicks along. Well, you probably missed her. She's not afraid to speak up. Oh, we know that. Dear God. She's not afraid to speak up, but maybe she should be. I just, like I said, I'm trying to find out if she drinks or not. Let's see. Does Brie Larson drink?
I'm sure she's a vegan.
Dated? Yeah.
You know, the first movie-
Miles
sorry.
Teller and Brie Larson on First Loves and First Drinks. Brie Larson, new brilliant elected Hollywood it girl. She's not an it girl. Who is Brie Larson? 10 things about the Oscar-winning star, independent IE. IE is Ireland, I think. That's an Irish domain.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, we're stretching. We don't have anything to talk about. It's been a slow news day.
What, you want to hear about the shitty trailers?
So
Come on.
And none of us have seen
Come on.
shit. And what are you doing, Rob? Look at all that goddamn quicksand porn. What the hell? We really got to
You
talk.
found me out.
Really got to talk.
Andre thinks I need help.
And by help, I mean what
Larson is
movie
not a
help?
real name. Okay, we know that. First language is not English. Like I said.
Actually, it's important to know because I have a friend who's from Canada. French Canadians are considered hick French by the rest of France.
Escalated quickly.
She could have been a pop star. Oh, please. She has a musician boyfriend. Oh, yeah. He's a musician. He's a musician in the same way I'm a nuclear physicist. She's best BFFs with Saoirse Ronan. Looks like they're a little bit more than BFFs.
In other news that people actually give a shit about, the new Critters television series is coming to Shudder before the sci-fi.
She eats dinner in the shower? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, fuck. Screw this. You're boring me. Okay, I'm trying to find out something salacious about you, and you let me down. Side Tech Media coming up like a boss here. I'm coming home from BuzzFeed for my Hollywood bar. Brie calls. I go over. She complains for an hour about how much drinking I do. We get her into bed, and I throw up on her. Best night ever. Booyakasha!
Phrasing. Boom.
There you go.
I still wouldn't want her though. She's not smart. I don't like stupid people.
She's the worst kind of stupid. She's stupid, but she thinks she's smart.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the worst kind of stupid.
Oh, yeah.
So you're saying you turned down a 3-way with me and her? So that you're saying? Well, yeah.
I mean, does she have to come along?
Oh, well, now. Well, man.
Does internet porn know you're cheating on it?
So
Brie Larson just gets on my last nerve, I think.
Well,
It's the voice.
I was told I was okay. I was told I wasn't supposed to flirt with you on the air, but
Danger zone.
there you go. So okay,
Well,
all right.
well, congratulations to Star Trek Discovery. It has actually trended the first time ever while it was on, or the
For
night
good or
that it-
bad?
Well, it's actually trending. That's all I know. That's just because Pecker Spock was on it or whatever. But yeah, this is the first time it's
Oh,
ever
don't tell me.
within a few hours of it's ever trended within a few hours of it actually being on before. So
Look,
And
Random,
there was
I read
much
the
rejoicing.
I look at the reviews. It sounds really bad.
Actually,
yeah,
Gary said of Nerdrotic said it, the first 20 minutes are hysterically bad.
I heard that too.
And the thing, this is what it was gonna turn a corner with Alex Kurtzman in charge. Oh my god. Oh my god. There is no saving this show. There is no saving it. Okay. If this is an indication of what's going to happen, and you think Michelle Paradise is going to come in and really do anything of substance, you are delusional. You are living in a delusion that is so magnificently structured that my hat is off to you. Really.
Michelle Paradise loss is not going to help the show.
sorry.
That's all
Michelle Paradise loss ain't going to help nobody.
Like Doomcock said, they are living their version of the dead parrot sketch. That Star Trek Discovery has been nailed to the perch.
This is a dead parrot.
They made it like Princess. He's had his lot. He's shuffled off this mortal coil and joined a bleeding choir invisible.
According to Shaq 3666, it only trended in its first season from episode 1. That's probably true. I would be surprised, but
It
it's
was
such
the
a
only one
big-
on CBS, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, Mecca, have you seen Start STD this week?
No, we're watching it live like in an hour. And I heard Spock is on there, so I put my trusty Spock thumbnail up for my stream. It's kind of hilarious.
Packer Spork.
No, it's worse than that. It's so somebody photoshopped. Do you remember the old Spock helmets from the 70s that had his
Yes.
name and somebody photoshopped
siren on it? Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, I sent it to Tom if Tom wants to look at it on Twitter.
If anybody out there can take a still of from the film Let It Be from the rooftop concert and Photoshop Pecker Spock's head onto Paul McCartney and Mikey Spock's head onto John Lennon. It's just like I said, just because it's such a blasphemy that this is akin to maybe, but it's just like, it's just like the ultimate duo of terrible, If I could do it, if my Photoshop skills or GIMP skills were that good, I would do it. But it's like, dear God. Because who said it first that Pecker Spock looks like a bargain basement Let It Be or
Red Letter Media, I think, said that first.
Yeah.
Where they just bluntly say he looks like Let It Be Paul McCartney.
Yeah. I heard Doomcock say it. But what can they possibly do? And I do think that this Michael Burnham is going back. I think she is the Red Angel. And everybody's been saying she's the Red Angel.
If not, it's Spock, one of the two.
Of course she's got hips. Of course she's the Red Angel. It's got her hair.
Yeah, you did point that out, Becca. That's right.
Yay! I'm Spock. Yay! I'm Spock. Yay!
Of course you are.
Well, you
I'm
didn't
on
see my
Star
thumbnail.
Trek. I'm on Star Trek. Yay! I'm on the Star Trek. Yay! I got two friends.
Wagon.
I don't understand. What is the point of this helmet, though?
It was just
He never
merchandise.
wore it. Don't get me wrong. I want one.
Yes, this was the show first come out, and it was actually somewhat of a success or whatever. And it had ship toy lines. We had this toy, and they're like, "Oh, we'll just slap the names of the characters on the helmet." That's all they did. And they like
I want one though.
they took like squirt guns and whatnot and just slapped Star Trek on it and was like, who gives a fuck? You gotta have for fuck's sake.
The Bobbies needed to know who was the dumb ones.
I want one though. It is cool in a weird kind of way though.
I want one too.
I couldn't be caught dead in that.
Oh, I'm not gonna actually wear it. I just want one.
In public, that would be the worst.
Check out that. Somebody photoshopped his face on a one from an episode. It looks even worse. It looks even more ridiculous. Oh, oh God! Check that out.
Oh, I can give you guys.
I almost used that one, but here, another one.
Oh my God! That's unbelievably bad. We're gonna get so many people unsubscribing because we're goofing around too much.
Well, here, I set one in the chat for you guys.
Oh my God, it is so horrible.
No, this one's best.
Okay, hold on. I want to see this. This is unbelievable. Oh my God. I need permission.
No, click on the one in our chat here, in our group chat.
I can't breathe. Oh no.
Show everybody that I think this is the best.
It says I need
This is my
permission.
favorite.
It says I need to request access. That's okay, right? I got request.
Yeah.
Okay, request access.
Still won't
Find
go
out
through.
Oh, we'll go through. I sent it to Tom anyway. He can know.
Okay.
I always shut shit down because otherwise.
It's the best one. I think it's my favorite.
That is great, though. I love that. What's
amazing? Yeah.
Spunk. Pecker Spunk. Oh, it's like SciTech Media is laughing. Who the hell thought of that one? It was the 70s. There was a lot of weird shit in the 70s.
Didn't know what they were doing.
Oh, like
SciTech, do you
all these toys that were actually part of other toy lines? I'm not even kidding. That's all they did.
Oh my God. That is horrendously bad.
That's the best one.
I thought the Super Scope that you had in the Nintendo in the 80s was bad.
SciTech though, how old are you? Do you remember the 70s? The 70s was full of weird. It was a weird time. It really was. Oh God. Oh dear God. Yay! I got no emotions.
The kind of crap they had. This is the kind of crap they had for the original series because all they did was slap stickers on Star Trek shit. I know
That's all Discovery is, though. Discovery is the Spock helmet of Trek.
Oh, I actually, you know what? There's one thing I actually had that was actually pretty cool.
And actually, these phasers are the second ones. These aren't the original phasers. These are when they actually made them look like the ones on the show. They had phasers for the longest time, were just like old laser guns from like Buck Rogers type shit that just had Star Trek slapped on them.
No.
But they've got a parachuting guy, you know, the paratrooper guy. That's what this guy is here. They've got a fucking helicopter. And some other
we don't know those.
completely like where the what? Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. There used to be this toy that was like a toy helicopter, and you do like rescue missions. But it was on like a tether, but it would go me. It was actually pretty cool. You showed it in the Star Trek. Star Trek mini doc. Yeah, I had that.
Well, what's better is I think they repurposed it eventually later down the road and actually did it right with the Enterprise.
But it was a helicopter at first, and then he just repurposed it and made it the Enterprise. Yeah. That was actually a pretty cool toy. I wonder if I could get one of those goes for.
Like Casey Mobley, that Enterprise squirt gun is pretty rad. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, a lot of cheap.
Now you guys know we used to have to use our imaginations. Why? Because the toys were shit.
we would just fill in the gaps, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You modern day kids, you don't know what you got.
Yeah, well, you're young. You have no idea. You got toys that played with themselves like you do. You know, it's like
Besides SciTech Media, give me the Star Trek helmet and I'll make Brie wear it. Did we not read it?
Yeah, we missed that one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Somebody photoshopped the Star Trek helmet on Brie Larson.
Put the word Brie on it.
we'll give him 2 of them since we did catch it, but you guys missed it. You guys were laughing so hard. But yeah,
I've just finally got my
just been coming through like a trooper because who cares that we got demonetized? We might as well do whatever the hell we want. No.
You fuck it.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
This is where we talk about Sex Trek, the next penetration.
Could you lick my balls?
So there you go.
That's the actual name of that, I believe. I've seen it.
Sex Trek, the porn parody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
With Animal, yeah. Animal. She died in a car crash in Vegas.
That's not sexy.
That's
No.
not sexy. Yeah, you just ruined that, Rob.
Well, doesn't mean you still can't enjoy your work. Sex Trek Deep Face 69. That's actually good.
Tilly, wear one of those
I want to hear
helmets.
real sounds. I want to hear real sounds. Sounds like what David Tell said. Sounds like a. So I want to hear real love sounds. The sounds of Yanni has a CD. The sounds of love. What do you hear? Wind chimes, waterfalls. I want to hear real love sounds, like balls slapping against ass. Something that sounds like a boot stuck in mud, only wetter.
Nina Hartley's like Real Sounds issue 1.
Family entertainment, folks. Family entertainment.
I'm family entertainment on a whole other level. Sam Peterson, family entertainment. I'm doing my part for family entertainment.
Like STD, it's for all the kids.
Yes, gather around the kids. Explain to them why Tilly got swallowed by a gigantic space booger.
That's actually the more kid-friendly part. I'm thinking more like the rape and the cannibalism and the nudity.
Mommy, why are they eating that lady? I don't know. Go in the other room. But mommy, why is the ugly lady on top of that other man? Are they playing horsey? Yes, they're playing horsey. But why does the other man look like he's not liking it? Go ask your father.
Why is the red-haired lady saying words that you're telling me not to say?
That's called rape children on TV. It actually happens to boys too.
Mommy, why did the red-haired lady put little furry things over the gray-skinned lady on top of the man? Where'd you see that? I saw it on YouTube. Oh, well, she's trying to keep you from seeing it. But why would she keep you from seeing it? Because you're not supposed to see it. But it's Star Trek. It's for the family, isn't it? Go ask your father. Go ask your mother. You're leaving an impact. You're making an impact on impressionable youth, Mecca.
No, I haven't seen the video yet from Comic Girl's Dark Phoenix Saga video yet. No, I don't think.
Oh, Comic Book Girl 19.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
No.
She doesn't. I got a feeling she won't like. She doesn't like me because I don't. She really likes Dune, and I don't.
So you think everybody just hates you because you don't like Dune? You think
Yes. I have a persecution complex. Damn it!
Of all the things, you think that's the reason?
Well, it's probably one of the leading reasons.
I doubt it's in the top 10, Rob. Just to be honest, and I know you.
Oh, you mean my habit of not picking up a check? You know, that's
Well, it could be just your massive misogynistic ways. I don't know.
my massive misogynistic ways.
And I hate girls.
So you're telling me that you think girls will like, I want to sleep with you. Oh, you don't like the Spice Mines? Well, fuck you.
Yeah.
Rob, I picture you dating women is a lot like what's his face from Seinfeld.
Kramer?
George?
George, yeah. You always stupidest thing wrong with them, but like they put up with all kinds of crazy shit from you.
He just keeps talking about Star Trek all the time. I just can't take it anymore.
The Sam Kinison guy. I just don't want to hear it anymore.
He's always screaming and screaming. He's telling, oh, it's horrible.
The only soundtracks in the car is just the Beatles. We like the Beatles, but come on.
He's telling me all these facts about the Beatles, like how Yoko Ono jumped into the limousine between her and between Cynthia and John. I'm like, I've heard this. I'm not that interested.
He's told me the story behind Let It Be like 30 times.
And then he pulls out the guitar. Oh, the guitar. He thinks he can sing. He's terrible. Oh, he took 3 years with the lessons. Where did that money go?
He wrote 10 songs for me. 10 songs. And the sad part is, the favorite one of mine is I Want to Splat on Your Face. That's the best one.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's oh boy. Like I said, this has been a fun episode.
Yes.
This one's going right to the Museum of Radio and Television, isn't it?
As the episode where we lost our minds.
Sci-Tech Media
down right away.
Yeah, Sci-Tech Media, please put more Star Trek memes up. Got to see the best ones. Yes, John Q. Public. Rob's all about Beatles, Star Trek, and porn. Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Well, the only other like pictures that we have are, I mean, I could pull out the Klingons. We could see the Klingons.
Why not?
Let me see if I can find it.
Like, all hell, Lord Takuma. Look at that thing on his head.
I love when he calls him Tufubar. You got, let's see. Where's the, well, yeah, we're waiting for Mecca to come up with the thing here.
Yeah, you're right. Like, Phoenix, this is going in the National Archives and the Library of Congress.
I gotta find it.
Next to the copy of Citizen Kane.
Yes, Klingons. What as Rob Zex used to call them. No, they used to call me Stace. Call me sucker. They used to call they used to call. Oh no, what they used to call me. Well, they didn't. They didn't call me. That was the problem. Yes, we're peering into Rob's dating life. Yes.
It'll be a while. I gotta find it. I gotta remember where
My sex life. I always say the jokes. My sex life is like the Sahara Desert.
Well, so I think if you keep paying us $10, we'll be here all night.
dry, arid, completely devoid of human life.
I'll be a whore and a sellout. I'll do it. I know what it's like. I'll go ask my aunt for thigh highs.
You're a whore.
Roger called me names. That's no fair.
I'm Krispy Kreme McDonald's.
Yeah. Casey Mobley. Rob's voice was the first I heard on Midnight's Edge with your Ghost in 2016. I thank him for being what introduced. You're thanking me? Well, you need help.
I can't find the censored one. I found the full on. You
Look report.
Anyway.
Oh, on here. It needs to sound. Hold on. This is where I'm actually playing these all through the web. Hang on. Where's if you could extract these sounds here, I'll put them in the chat. Maybe we shouldn't reveal our secrets.
Ask that. Yes. Well, that's about where I say in July.
You emphasize a bit in July.
Why? That doesn't make any sense.
Frozen peas.
Begin a sentence with in and emphasize it. Get me a jury and show me how you can say in July, and I'll go down on you.
All right.
Phrasing.
Peas.
Rosebud.
All right.
Rosebud, frozen peas.
Here's a nice Star Trek Discovery picture. This
Hold on, wait. Okay.
It did make it to air. She's holding the phaser backwards. I love this one.
If you guys want to laugh like crazy for a while, look up Orson Welles' Frozen Peas.
Oh, I love it. You should also look up the compilation from the critic every time Orson Welles showed up when they made fun of that video. Green penis.
What kind What kind of set is that? It's just like it's a room with a bunch of pipes.
It's the Mirror Universe set. Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, fun fact: there's an episode of Animaniacs that was just a parody of green peas
Oh my god.
or frozen peas.
Oh dear God! Unbelievable. This is what we were reduced to.
Well, national fucking treasure.
Actually, no, the better one. I actually prefer the one where he does like the French Chateau.
The French Chateau.
It was like a Gallo wine commercial he did, and he was clearly drunk and didn't give a shit anymore. He's going, do that take again. And he goes, the French Chateau.
I'll just well, national fucking treasure. I don't care what anybody.
Oh well, I know he's a national treasure.
Yeah,
like, have you people even seen F is for Fake? It's a masterpiece of craziness.
He's the best. All right, folks.
I'm gonna say right now, we're gonna get this couple people in the comments. You guys are goofing around too much. I wish Andre would put the reins on you.
Do you really want to hear us talk about Hellboy for 2 hours? Do you really want to?
Do you really? I mean, come on. You're not gonna find this on Collider, okay?
I'm not even drunk yet.
You're not going to find this on Collider. You're not going to find this on Easy Allies. You're not going to find this on Red Letter Media. Okay, this is what you tune in. This is the lighter side of Midnight's Edge. Okay.
Hence the After Dark.
Watch out!
Yeah. We gotta interview. Like I said, if we gotta really take After Dark to the name to literally, we gotta interview Nina Hartley. Yes, you gotta interview Nina Hartley. Nina Hartley, the one, the only, the living legend, the woman who's part of my sexual awakening. How you doing? she'd be like, "Oh, I'm just fine," because she seems like this is kind of show she would want to be part of. I don't think so, but Nina, yeah.
You know, Nina Hartley and I could have the show, and we could replace like half of it. No.
Replaces like the men you are.
No, just kidding. I'm just teasing.
Don't you know? I
for that one. Watch out.
I fully know I'm replaceable. You kidding me? You don't. Hey, listen. I didn't become this big a mess just by being secure with myself. Okay, my masculinity. Okay, I know I'm replaceable. You're gonna go to the porno store and buy a utility that's gonna replace me. Okay, I know that.
Yeah,
okay.
I know my place.
Which just makes me try overcompensate for everything. What's funny is I had so many women, and it's like, oh, Rob, you really need to relax. You're not competing with everybody. Yeah, I am competing. Don't you understand that? It's in our nature to compete. Everybody's, he goes, like the old Rodney Dangerfield line, my sex life's like shooting pool with a rope. So.
Look, I knew Resistance was futile when my aunt showed me her riding crop collection, and I'm like, okay, I'm never gonna win.
What does your aunt look like? How old is this aunt? Jeez, what the hell?
She's 50 and has glasses, and she looks so prim and proper, but if you listen to her for 5 minutes, you realize, holy shit.
She's 50. Well, she's 50, but she wears glasses. But you got to remember, at one time she was 30. So
Rob wants her number. Are you getting the hint?
She's gettable.
She's get. Please. You know the old saying: once you go white, go running back to black. So.
Like, seriously, I hope you like older women that have thigh-high boots, riding crops, and a few other things you probably don't want to know about.
See, now the thigh-high leather boots I like. Remember Marina in Mirror Mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me see.
Well, you figured out what Rob's porn selection is going to be for tonight.
Nina Hartley, thigh-high boots.
Yeah, Star Trek Mirror Mirror. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, for God's sake! That was
Your aunt is very popular in chat, though, Tyler.
Oh no, I'm sure she would love that. She's also one that I suspect is a serial killer.
was her name, Marlena.
I forget how often how young you really are.
Let me see. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Let me just like I said, just kind of an application. Like I said, I've learned to screen share, so I'm dangerous. There you go. There you go. That's what we're talking about. Okay, thigh-high leather boots. Yep.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
The kind of boots. As soon as you see them, you start hearing the Nancy Sinatra song. You know.
Mm-hmm. So,
does it make it worse that my aunt's a really big fan of Joan Jett and I believe the Femme Fatales?
I used to like Joan Jett. Let's see, Marlena. Yeah, that was the
she's
beehive
like-
haircut. Well, that's not a beehive. All right, it's enough of that. I've seen Joan Jett more times than I can count. The only other artists I've seen more times are Cheap Trick and Paul McCartney, probably.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the downside of those boots is that she doesn't have to shave her legs. Yeah, that's kinda...
Well, you do. You just have to
what-
shave on your thighs.
All right.
The
All right.
lead
What do you say?
on, Rob.
That's right. Yeah.
It's funny. At first, when she showed me the handcuffs, I'm like, "Oh, it's because you're into true crime, right?" It's like, no. It's like, oh.
Yeah, that's not exactly the type of conversation you should be having with family members. Just so you know.
I did say she's a bit freaky.
Unless it's a porno.
Yeah, unless
oh my
it's
god, I'm making this
porno.
sound like the worst porno imaginable, or best, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah. This could be we don't want to go there. So, Casey Mobley, so Joe gets she's kicked ass, still sounded good. She did okay. Yeah. What do you say? It's getting late. Let's say we wrap this up. It's almost 1:30 here.
Yeah, because
I'm
you got to look up some boot porn.
And I'm gonna make this worse.
They're worse than the Spock helmet.
You tell, Tyler.
And
That
yet
was
I
a
stay to
meme.
listen. You're right.
Yeah. I will say this though. There was a girl who told me she was a vegan, and she had a couple of drinks. She was really drunk, and she said, "I'm a vegan." She started the conversation with, "I'm a vegan." And I said, "Oh, for Christ's sake." Okay, this is the way my brain works. I said, "Let's have a little fun with her." So I said, "Yeah, I said, not that I'm a meat eater. I just like to find a nice juicy cow in the field, jump the fence, charge up to her, and clamp my jaw around her neck, and like in those nature shows, and drag her to the ground." And I went, "Arr!" And she goes, "That's so cruel." I was like, "You think I'm serious? Jeez, how drunk are you?" Oh yeah. So yeah. I miss days when people were drunk and gullible. Now everybody's drinking kale smoothies. You people. Why do you think people aren't hooking up anymore? It's all that kale.
No,
90% of the
it's because they're not allowed to give consent if they're drunk now.
Okay, I'll end off the thing with the aunt by saying she's been a school programs teacher, a nanny, a volleyball coach, a softball coach, a theater usher, a furniture seller, a gardener, and a bakery lady. Also, I think she ran for political office once.
Okay. Seller?
Oh, no, Jesus. Like, come hither, look at what I got to show you.
All right, let's wrap this up. And like I said, 1:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. SciTech Media, thank you for the super chats. You came through like a boss.
Cardboard Kenny and everybody else who threw us one.
Yes, thank you, Mecca, for joining us from your stream. Tell us if you like what we do. Click like, subscribe, and remember, you're not going to hear this on Collider. No way.
You want erotic Mary Poppins stories? I'll tell you them.
Yes. And like I said, head to the main channel, click like, subscribe over there, and bell icons. Make sure if you're
half of us are here. Well,
and if you're
most of you are only here because of Billy D. Williams. So we've already established that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get some nice cold 45 malt liquor.
Of course, things are getting so damn bad that women will be able to have the right to change their minds up till 48 hours afterwards now, too. Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, fuck.
Really? That's a thing now?
No, but you watch. It'll be the next thing.
Oh, for God's sake. Yeah.
Anyway, you were playing us out there. I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
Sci-Fi Media sub to us. Awesome. We like subs. Oh, you mean
Yes.
subscribe? Never mind. Oh yeah, we like those too. But
Giggity?
You got to get on the Subway sandwich train there, Tom.
Oh, you're talking about sandwiches.
Oh, now we're talking
I thought we
But
were
at
talking
least,
about
but sandwiches, Subway, that will at least make you a salad if you want. So that's good. Yes, but all the other kind of subs. Yeah, yeah. Someone told me. Someone told me. She said she. Yeah.
Who's vegan, Rob?
Brie
Vegan.
Larson.
No,
she's
you
Brie
are
Larson.
with your Subway salad. Who the fuck goes to Subway and gets a salad, Rob?
Well, you can put chicken. You can put chicken in it.
What next? You're gonna get the Subway pizza?
Fucking with Rob, I gotta give him shit.
But anyway, if you like us, why not head over to Patreon? You can, support the channel for as little as $1 a month, and for that $1 a month, we can work toward getting a Subway sandwich. So you get bloopers, outtakes, lost episodes, behind the edge making of videos, and more. My 10 minutes stand-up comedy set. And that big dude who hugs me, he was actually at another show. So that dude is funny. Yeah, that dude's cool. I like that dude. His name's like Leif Erickson Johnson or whatever. I'm like, you have an awesome name. He needs like an adjective, the destroyer or whatever.
The pillager.
Yes, the pillager, the plunderer. But anyway, if you don't have the means to support us through Patreon, please like, subscribe, watch the ads, and share with your friends because we cannot do this without you. Check out my latest rant. I got a feeling I'll be having another one coming with another day's phrasing. Mecca, tell them about your channel.
I am Mecha Random 42. I complain about SJW nonsense, Captain Marvel, Star Trek, all the things. And we're watching Star Trek Discovery live in about a half an hour. So hang out, stay up late with me, watch Discovery so you don't have to, or watch me watch Discovery so you don't have to.
Phrasing. Boom!
So, Tyler, tell them about yourself.
Well, I'm Tyler Bioshock Rodriguez, and if you want to see me more of me, which, oh God, why would you want that? I'm in the Facebook page all the time, and if you want to hear 5% normal family stories, 95% erotic family stories, you can hear me on the Peanut Butter Podcast.
John Q. Public, no, I'm going to be going to bed. It's really late. I got to brush my teeth still.
Commercial I've ever made. You are such a
Is there a critic?
In your depths of your ignorance, what is it you want?
Is there a critic soundboard?
I hope.
There should be.
Whatever it is you can't deliver because I just don't see it. That was
All right, folks.
Okay, Jay Sherman rants. Hold on, there's Jay Sherman rants.
Here we go.
Jay Sherman. Jay Sherman. Here we go. Let's see. Hold on. This is.
I'm sorry, boss. It's clear you've worked long and hard to come up with these mind-bogglingly stupid ideas.
That doesn't sound very good. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Like I said, we'll do that the critics somewhere. There you go. We'll work on that next time. Hey, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Go watch Mecha's stream. Start on STD. It's going to be starting shortly. Hopefully my sounds. Yep. Hopefully I'm not blowing the eardrums out anymore with the sound effects.
No, it's not bad.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon's good with hair.
You're acting like a freaking lunatic.
We'll see you next time.